Hello, beautiful people. March was weird. Some of these releases were real head scratchers. We got some great horror, a castle builder strategy, and Ena Dream BBQ. It was honestly a month for everyone. So let's stop wasting time, open up Steam, and start wishlisting. Ena Dream BBQ. A surrealist journey created by the YouTuber Joel G. It promises to be the first in a series, and I don't know if that's a threat. One of those games you play before bed if you want to experience some pretty messed up dreams and wake up in a cold sweat. The game is quite appealing and gorgeous in its mishmash of various art styles, and while gameplay is limited, it sounds like an experience. And best of all, it's free. So why even bother listening to what others say? Just go play it. Fine, let's check in with Steam. Good game. Didn't understand a single thing that was happening, but good game. That's me when I watch the news. For a while now, Ena as a project has been a champion for abstract absurdism's place in a postmodern art culture. This game is no exception, standing on the shoulders of its Season 1 YouTube episodes, to deliver an experience that, frankly, should not be free, and yet it is free. So download it, play it, and eat better than you deserve. I don't know if that last part was an insult or not. 2-sentence horror story. Me, oh boy, I can't wait to play a coherent game that doesn't make me question my cognitive functions. May God help whoever stumbles across this with no prior knowledge of Ena, expecting a coherent game. LSD Dream Simulator 2025. The game's free because you'll pay for it with your sanity. Pretty sure there's a tariff on that too. Not many games have a mechanic for going to the bathroom, so it's nice to see one that puts a lot of effort into it. An absolute treat for the eyes and ears. I'm surprised at how this work of art is free. This game is really high quality and pays hefty homage to mid-late 90s DOS and CD-ROM games. Don't think I see those references to Zelda CDI in there. I highly commend Joel G and his uber-talented team on a really high-quality free experience. There you go. People really like this game, but play at your own discretion. Maybe lock the door. Maybe tell people you've left town. Maybe just don't talk to anyone. Just play it. Sledders. Another snow game. People who love the cold are eating well this year. Pick out your snowmobile and start shredding. Sledding. Call it whatever your heart wants to. The gameplay is heavily physics reliant, so expect to hilariously fall off the mountain, hit a rock or tree you weren't aiming for. Areas are giant and worth exploring. The game looks gorgeous, plays well, and is online if you feel like taking on friends and foes. But what did the people say? There is no better off-trail snowmobile simulator. If there is, I'd like to know about it. Maybe next month? As an avid snowmobiler, this is the most fun I've had in a game since the early installments of Trials from Red Links, or MX vs ATV from THQ. The physics are spot on, and tearing through the snow feels insanely satisfying. The potential for future content is absolutely bonkers, and I can't wait to see where this game goes. Very hard to drive, this game sucks. 25 hours though. You try to hill climb a small hill. The moment you even ouch the bottom of the hill, you hit a tree. 5 stars would recommend. Someone loves pain. Ever shove your blank in the snow and just take it all in on top of a mountain? Yeah, this is it right here. Like a mixture of cow-pounding monster and punching the blank out of the drywall to fun and excitement going to Disney high on shrooms. Lol. 10 out of 10. I understood none of that. Absolutely amazing. Very tough to master, but quite rewarding once you start to get the hang of it. Highly recommend this game if you want to experience backcountry snowboarding at its finest. There you go, for those of you who love being outside, in the snow, riding on a snowmobile. Finally, there's a game for you. Minus all the previous games that were there for you as well. But finally, there's a modern game for you. Mudborne. Be the frog and genetically engineer other frogs. Nature finds a way. Mudborne is a management game about frogs and their many uses. You wake up to find your pond abandoned and desolate, much like my toilet. It's up to you to fix it by catching and breeding different species of frogs to help restore the environment. You also enter the dreaming world and solve puzzles there. The game's incredibly charming, with beautiful pixel visuals and some relaxing frog management. How does Steam feel about becoming a frog though? They took a Pico, already a fantastic top-down management game, and added lore, puzzles, a dream world, and frogs. This game is riveting. 10 out of 10 for that one. Delightfully cozy and deceptively complex. Sure, you can bebop around and play with frogs, but to progress in the story, you will need to do some math and puzzle out breeding. I'm almost 10 hours in and I'm still working things out, but I like that. Sometimes it's a good thing to not have everything handed to you. I really feel like I'm getting my money's worth and stretching those brain muscles. So much fun, so much frog, what more could you want? I love this game so much. It is a good game, especially if you like frogs. Oh, their name's Froggy. That seems a bit biased. Frog game, catch frog, breed frog, write frog and statue make sound. Sound make brain happy. What more do I need to say? 10 out of 10. Is this another frog? This game may be relaxing, but it's not a tad bit boring. Lots to do, it keeps you busy, for sure. The music and the audio are unforgettable. I don't even want to say that. And the art is phenomenal. So far, it has provided a good bit of entertainment without needing too much brain power or being mindless keyboard tapping. Saw a post on Threads about this game and took a chance. I'm very happy with the product. Wonderful job, and thanks for a well thought out and impressive game. Claps all around. There you go. If you like frogs or are a frog, Mudborne is the game for you. Asylum. A long-awaited horror finally releases and seems to have delivered on its promises. It's a first-person horror where you explore the Hanwell Mental Institute and try to find some truths about your previous stay there. Taking a lot of inspiration from the fantastic films of Hammer and Italian 80s horror films, the game made the right decisions in its design. The story is filled with twists and turns as you'll find other people there to talk to and discover clues as to what really happened, or is continuing to. The atmosphere is incredibly stark and suitably creepy, and people agree with me. Been looking forward to this for a while as a fan of Scratches and Serena. Feeling great about it, and very interested in the story and puzzles. I'm loving the story. I will comment more when I finish the game. Don't keep us in suspense. Where's the other comments? It's fantastic to see a point-and-click adventure built with modern technology, and this game absolutely delivers. The visuals are stunning, with every scene crafted in rich detail, while the sound design perfectly complements the eerie atmosphere, wrapping you in its unsettling mood. It captures the spirit of classic adventure games, while feeling fresh and immersive. A must-play for fans of the genre. Good old-fashioned point-and-click adventure game from the makers of Scratches. Great atmosphere and music, and some startling horror moments. Ooh, I'm getting excited. To say Asylum was a long time coming is an understatement. Was it worth the wait? Hell yes! Asylum is a wonderful reminder of why we love adventure games. The story, the gameplay, and the mystery. The game is an absolute mind trip, and that ending blew me away, which is what a good adventure game should do. I have a feeling people will be discussing that ending for a long time to come. I hope to see many more games from this developer in the near future. I give Asylum the highest recommendation. There you go. If you like adventure games and little spooky horror, then Asylum should be on your radar. Wanderstop from Ivy Road hits home. A game about the overwhelming and relentless monster that is burnout. Play as Alta, a fighter who was once the best and now finds herself unable to even lift her sword. On the way to talk to her old master, she finds herself trapped and managing a tea shop. Brew special mixtures, gather herbs, and talk to the people as you try and pull yourself out of this slump. Or maybe find joy in the now instead. A concept that is both powerful and integrated so well in the game that it's helped this one become a hit. The good people of Steam have this to say. This game will be one of two things for you. 1. A cozy game about running a tea shop, or 2. A soul-crushing metamorphosis that makes you rethink your entire value system, forcing you to face the hardest aspects of your character instead of pushing them aside. It will teach you patience and kindness. It teaches lessons about control, boundaries, and rest. I hope this game finds you at the right time. I haven't even played the game and that moved me. This game is beautiful and I absolutely love the writing and the music, blank so hard, and you should go buy this. I can also confirm that the writer of this game is bald, and that his brother is not bald. This is not a joke. The game is really, really good, and I am not bald. What did that have to do with anything? I never thought I would find a game to speak in the same breath as Spiritfarer, but Wanderstop is it. It deals with the incredibly delicate issue of burnout and trauma, and it treats it with the respect, care, and love that it should be. Please play it. It's a beautiful experience that I'm sure will touch you as well. Wanderstop is a wonderful experience through and through. Its themes of dealing with burnout and learning how to relax won't resonate with everyone. It certainly didn't resonate with me, but that didn't prevent me from just enjoying the beautiful art direction and the delightful character interactions. Aww. In a world saturated with intense competitive games that want to squeeze time and money out of you or make you feel like you have to work to enjoy yourself, Wanderstop is a very welcome pause. There's a beautiful story stitched into this game that I feel will be something that really connects with a lot of people, going through tough times with burnout and the external pressures of the world. Also, insanely good soundtrack that really added to the whole experience. There you go. Not all games are fun. Some have a message or they make you feel things you never thought about. And if you want to experience that, try Wanderstop. You know the story. The world is ruined. People are sad. You're a sexy robot who kills. Fight scary bosses. Be a sexy robot. And save the world. As a sexy robot. It's clear where AI Limit's inspirations come from. But who cares? Souls-like fans should rejoice as they can add another game to their library. And the people who enjoy it have this to say. It's not doing anything really new. But what it is doing, it's doing competently and without too many issues. It's not too hard, not too easy. Story seems to be decent. Gameplay is fun. Basically an anime Souls that just does everything really well. I'm playing this in Kazan, and of the two, I'm enjoying this one a lot more. It's a great game so far, and I look forward to seeing what the developers cook up next. Shots fired, everyone. Arissa has a nice butt. He could not be reached for further comment. IGN gave this a 5 out of 10. Ha 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 ha. But seriously? Hold up. Oh wow. They really did. Gameplay is solid, Souls-like in everything, but it's not the main focus of the game. All the gameplay and the fighting and exploration are but a form this great artwork takes. The main focus of the game, in my opinion, is the exploration of the ideas of transhumanism, in a stage where humans as a species is already mere tools for evolved AI plans for evolution. You probably shouldn't expect too much of a dive in the subject, games like 20 plus hours long, but the core views are there. True ending is great. Love it. So there you go, AI Limit. It has a nice butt in it. And if you want more, I'm sure you can find it. Cataclismo left early access swinging, not scared of hitting anyone. From Digital Sun, the developers of Moonlighter, a tower defense where you build your tower with your own hand. It's something a bit different. Reminds me of Stronghold, but more modular. The game allows you to build just about anything if it's able to stand upright. Also, you are able to save designs if you don't feel like using your critical thinking skills every time you start a new area. But the main part here is to make sure you keep your stronghold safe from the horrors that come to decimate your world at night. Really a strategy lover's dream with this one, and worth giving it a look, at least if Steam reviews sell you on this. Excellent game with an eerie and immersive atmosphere. Love it. The combat aspect is simple but well thought, and the building and resources management does not disappoint. Reminds me of They Are Billions, with less pressure. Love the building system. It's surprisingly enjoyable. I haven't disliked anything about this game at this point. At its core, this is a big-ass Lego fort simulator with an RTS fantasy punk paint job. This game is a mix between They Are Billions mixed with Stronghold Crusader building, taking the best of those two genres and coming through with a game that is mechanically polished and very fun. Absolutely fantastic game. The story mode is fun and compelling. It was a breath of fresh air to see a game choose an idea and execute it with precision and love. The story missions took me about an hour and a half each, but I probably paused and enjoyed the scenery more than some. The mechanics are fun and never feel repetitive, as each mission and map force you to change how you build and prioritize. Fantastic game. 10 out of 10. There you go. If you feel like a good building game that requires a lot of strategy and thinking, then look no further than Cataclismo. Schism from Fami is what happens if Ikaruga also made your head spin, more than it usually does. You dodge bullets by changing colors and make sure you're the right color to not get hit. Pick up various weapons and mods to make sure you aren't left behind when all kinds of weird creatures start attacking you. This is published by 2 Left Thumbs, who helped give us the amazing Dead Estate, which I covered in a previous video. And speaking of, welcome to my channel, and I hope you're enjoying this video. If you do, please give it a like, and maybe check out the rest of the videos I posted. I love indie games and talking about them. And if that's what you want, then how about subscribing? But for now, let's go back to the game. With a simplistic visual style, that's actually a plus for me, and fast-paced gameplay, the rogueliters should love this one. Let's hear what they have to say. This game is like getting hit in the head with a brick, but in a good way. Elaborate? Also, this man has spent more hours playing than I've been in school. I had a very short school life. Let's not talk about it. This game gave me several stacks of criminally insane and got me sent to a secret jail level where I fought police. Great game. If you like breaking the game with crazy builds that can potentially go infinite, like Magicraft, but less about big numbers, more about fun, then you found the game. Obviously, this is still somewhat early in development, so there are some minor bugs like reloading the stats that a gun room can break a mod on some guns, but nothing serious otherwise. A fun roguelite with unique themes and mechanics that'll make you scratch your head. I'm into that. Kind of confusing and esoteric, tons of RNG, and the constant nagging feeling that I'm not playing it right and don't understand everything that's going on. Yep, this is an actual good roguelike. There you go. If you feel like playing another great roguelite, then try Schism. Hell, recommend it to your friends. There weren't that many early access games worth talking about this month, but here are 2 that stood out and were something of a hit. It's important for me to look at them separately, since even though they're great, buy at your own risk, since they could also never be finished. But for now, let's look at them. Schedule 1. Breaking Bad. That's it. If you've watched and loved the show, then this weird dope dealer to Kingpin is the game for you. Build a lab, grow your own medicinal prescriptions, and go around town handing them out for good boys and girls. But you also need to make sure that no one stands in your way. I honestly didn't expect this game to be such a huge hit. It just looked like another shovelware title, but people really love this, as it has a 98% positive rating on Steam, and people have this to say. A woman came up to me and asked for weed, didn't like the price I offered, proceeded to stab me with a broken glass bottle. 10 out of 10. Good casino game. Has side activities with some kind of drug making? Haven't done them much. The gameplay loop is so tight, I can use it to tie off and inject more. 10 out of 10. This game is everything I want in a good build your own empire game. You can play with friends and have fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously, which makes it fun to explore and discover. Keep up the good work. If you're considering buying it, just do it. 8 hours in, I already know this is my game of the year. It's so fun and addictive, absolutely packed with content for the price point, and such great co-op experience. Can't believe this was created by a solo dev. They cooked up an absolute banger, and I can't wait to see what's to come for the future of this game. There you go. You got a little taste of what people have to say. Now, you gotta pay. If you feel like playing the game. If not, there are others still on the way. Secret Agent Wizard Boy and the International Crime Syndicate. Secret Agent Wizard Boy is from the most beloved of gaming families, the Semanskis, specifically Evan and John, creators of Kyle is Famous and My Friendly Neighborhood. Some incredible games, and this one is definitely something unique. Play the Secret Agent Wizard Boy and fight against the evil Spider organization by using spells and military ordnance. It's a sandbox where there are no bad options available. Find a problem, blow it up, or blow it away, or just blow. Sorry, the point is there are no boundaries, and everything is just up to your wonderful imagination. And that's always fun. Also, the game has wonderful retro graphics that just make the inner child in me so excited, I might explode. Others feel the same, and have this to say. I have no idea what's going on. Everything is on fire. 10 out of 10. Be Me, find explosive potion. Bigify it by 50 times. Detonate it. Pee your pants laughing. They took my favorite childhood PC game and turned it into a goofy, physics-based immersive sim. Words cannot describe how surprised and happy I am that this game exists. This is like a fever dream come true. I've accidentally killed so many kids. Don't play this game near a school. A recreation of the incredibly specific and entirely PC exclusive version of the first two Harry Potter games, blended together with Baby's First Hitman. And you can blow everything up with a tactical missile and squish your character so he looks like a fat little frog. Why did no one tell me people were making games exclusively for me now? There you go. If you're Sugar King Baby, then this game is for you. If not, maybe everything people have said sound a little interesting. Definitely if you enjoy a good laugh and some weird fun. Check it out. This one came out of nowhere, from Devolver Digital. Look Outside is a turn-based horror RPG where everyone who looks outside is turned into a horrible, monstrous creature. You're stuck in your apartment building, the world outside having turned to chaos, and your Netflix subscription didn't auto-renew. So explore the building to scavenge supplies and somehow survive this horrible new world. The game has a gorgeous visual style with horrifying pixel art and really unique monster designs that you're forced to contend with in turn-based combat, all while the atmosphere is oppressively telling you, give up. A big hit of the year and definitely one for fans of horror gaming. The users agree. It's like Fear and Hunger, except it's fun and not a chore to play. One of the best purchases I've made on Steam in my 22 years on the platform. Easily a top 5 contender, and a library full of unplayable or regretful buys. 22 years? Has it been that long? This is the type of game where, in 6 years' time, Pyrocynical is going to get his grubby, filthy paws on it and make a 7-hour-long retrospective about how this game is secretly a drug-induced schizophrenic hallucination. Don't let him get to it before you. Funnily enough, he reacted to one of my videos a year ago, so I know how they feel. It's no small feat to make a pixel game so genuinely unsettling, especially a turn-based RPG. Good job! This is a must-play for anyone who likes Junji Ito, Fear and Hunger, or Lisa. Just stop reading this and go buy it. You may also like it if you enjoy cosmic horror. The story of this game is already up there as one of the best cosmic horror video games ever made. I usually hate JRPG style games, but I played this through to the end in like 4 or 5 consecutive sittings. I need more. Sequel when? There you have it, a good horror RPG. Something we don't see that much of, and worth checking out. Centum. Something weird for the palate. Centum from Hack the Publisher is a bit odd to explain. A narrative adventure where your choices shape the story. Not your character, but you. Every choice leads to a different situation, and that further makes the story take another route. Does it sound like I'm speaking in circles? Or am I just blowing your mind? Centum is just kind of like a narrative sandbox. The visuals are suitably deranged, and the atmosphere is stark and terrifying. It's one of those games that are hard to explain, but worth putting eyes on. And let's see what people are saying. A bewildering, surreal, creepy meta-narrative of a game. It kept me hooked in the realism the whole time. I genuinely have no idea what's going on, and that's awesome. I feel so intrigued by this story and trying to piece together the story. It's very compelling. This is a really good game. Keep it up. You were born. You can breathe again. Who are you? Why are there so many wires here? Don't you understand anything at all? This game is not a simulation. What you play is real. Just the fact that you play it is not true. You are lying, not only to yourself, but also to real reality. Just shut up and don't let .100.bat turn off. Repeat, 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 repeat. Okay, well, I'm intrigued. I don't get it. Well then play more. A person needs new experiences. Without change, something sleeps inside us and seldom awakes. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. This too shall pass. I don't know if these were reviews so much as just life advice, but I do know there's something very intriguing about this game, and the people who like it seem to share in that mystery. So check it out if you want something different. Nordhold. Tower defense with a bit more. Nordhold from Stunforge is all about protecting your sleepy little village and building the town to help you in the long run. Tower placement is important as always, and where they can go determine the difference between victory or loss. But even if you lose, it's all about just heading forward and building better to strengthen your units. Tower defense games are always a genre that does well with people, and there's always room for fresh blood to bring something new to the table. And people on Steam agree. Okay, this was too much fun. Bought the game, looked up, and it was 3 AM. How high do you keep your clock? I don't review many games, but geez, this one is good. As a big fan of tower defense and meta progression, this scratches a serious itch. Would love to see more towers to pick from, but otherwise, no real complaints. Do recommend. Day 1, got game. End of day 1, got fired. Day 2, still playing. Well, I wish you all the best luck on finding another job. The UI is bad, the tutorial is rough. Near perfect tower defense game behind those two flaws. Scaling, customization, roguelite elements, and resource management are all tuned to the 9th degree that make the best tower defense game of the year. I'm gonna be hard pressed not to put this in my top 5 by the end of the year. Played 40 hours over the course of 2 days, didn't eat well, got dehydrated, and ended up constipated. Would do it again. A+++. Did you see a doctor after? Please say you did. But there you have it. People are losing sleep over how good this game is. So if you love tower defense, check it out. Look at this. Just wonderful Windows 95 aesthetics. Take me back to better times. Nubby's Number Factory is not the first Plinko roguelite, but it is the most appealing. You drop down your little friend Nubby, but not in public. People don't like that. On the way down, he has to hit the balls and increase the numbers, all in order to meet your quota, or the sun will blow up. Sounds like a day in the office. Along the way, you'll find power-ups to help, but also deal with more complicated boards, and maybe land on the bad movie you want to watch. The game looks incredibly addictive, and it seems the audience agrees. I scored a multiplier so high on round 103 that the game described it as, "You broke the game." Later on round 247, I scored so high that it did actually break the game, and the application crashed. Tremendous game. They're releasing 100GB games which were worked on for 9 years and require $1 million computers, and they're all less fun than this. I gotta agree with that. The indie scene is booming. For $5, you too can experience the joy of shooting a sentient ball towards concepts of numbers as you gather copious amounts of pregnancy tests and asbestos in your pockets, hoping to prevent the heat death of the universe. Checks out. I was almost late to a job interview because I was trying to get to round 150 in endless mode. 10 out of 10. Edit. I was also playing this game when they called me and told me I got the job. 11 out of 10. Well, congratulations and I wish you luck on your new job. Warning, this product contains dopamine. Dopamine is an addictive chemical. Can I have some? But there you go. People really creepily like this game. Seems to hit that Balatro itch. A lot of indie games just making us a little too addicted. I worry for us as a generation. But also I want to drop that ball. For those goats who've worked a night shift anywhere, you know how every little creek is the most terrifying thing in the world when it's dark, and no one is around. Order 13 as you play the loneliest Amazon worker as you pack up boxes, ship them out, and make sure your perfect little friend is kept happy. But things are not what they seem. There are multiple locked areas you get access to over time, and something's lurking in the dark. And it's non-union. While the worker stuck in place genre has been done to almost literal death, the cute cat adds a lot, and I do love a giant empty warehouse. But I'm not the only one that thinks so. Excellent sim horror game. Not for everyone, but for me, I enjoyed the gameplay a lot. Only downside was it left me wanting me. It left you wanting yourself? I wouldn't share that with people. Add achievements, add more upgrades, add difficulty. I need more. There's a cat. You can customize the cat. Can you turn it into a dog? It does have a unique concept, but after you get through the first day, everything becomes repetitive. After a while, the jump scares become pointless, but I do recommend the game because it was a fun experience overall. Meow 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 meow. For those of you listening to this on speakers, I hope your cat jumped up and ran for the screen. Also, the translation says, "Please subscribe." This is exactly like when I worked in a warehouse, except I'm allowed to have a cat. I guess it's a game for if you want a cat? There's a horror game in there, I swear. This isn't just about a cat. But it seems like that's the thing people are focusing on. But, you know what? You already watched the trailer. You've decided on whether you want this. Another amazing month of indie games. The hits just keep coming. Let me know if you plan on getting any of these wonderful titles, or even if I missed any. I got my eyes on Cataclismo after falling out of love with Bloons Tower Defense. Or let me know if you bought any of these and agree with the user reviews. But thank you for watching. I hope to see you all next time. Goodbye.